Listen to me, here is how I do things with the same level of effort over a period of time to achieve success. That's what consistency means. Consistency equals success. It is simple, but why aren't we able to do it? I am going to explain you why. Everyone knows how to do it, but nobody understands. Consistency is more than doing the same thing over and over again, and there is a formula to achieve it. Sometimes I find myself thinking about this topic, and I truly believe that anything worth doing is inherently complex. And behind every complex scenario, there is a framework to do it perfectly. You need a strategy, a reward, and discipline. Discipline and consistency can sound similar, but discipline is about starting and controlling your actions, while consistency is about maintaining effort and regularity over time. We need discipline to start to create consistency. We need the strategies. You need to know when you're gonna do this action or this activity. You need to find the space during the day. If you don't know what you are doing during the day, you're not gonna be able to find a space for that activity. Because if you go during the day with no plans, no routine, you're gonna do the things that you do normally. And then when you think, oh, I have to do this activity because I need to keep consistency, now you will think, you will see the time, you will know the things that you have to do, and you will think, okay, I don't have time now, I will do it tomorrow. And then you break that cycle. You're not gonna be consistent anymore. You need to know when you're gonna do it. To be able to do that, you need to create your routine. So if you have to do many things during the day, you organize them and you make sure that you have time for your activity. If you can do it every day at the same time, better. Now we need a reward. That reward has to be related with your goal. For example, you want to get 100 sales in your store, and the reward is going to be go out for a dinner. Yeah, maybe that can be a good motivator for you. That's up to you. But I would suggest you to go with something related to the goal. For example, when I get 100 sales, I'm gonna get a better computer so I can play video games in 4K. Yeah, that's a reward. But that same computer, you will be able to use it to manage your online store. But mainly, you need something that actually motivates you. You need fuel. This is gonna be your fuel that every day when you wake up, I want this. This is the reward. I'm gonna go and work out. Consistency. If you miss one of these things, you will get more chances to yourself to give up. This is the framework that I follow. And every time that I get what I wanted, I give myself a reward. But to be honest, I give myself a small reward because I'm waiting for that big hit. Because the way that I work is that I have small goals, small ones. But there is a big one. And these small ones help me to get to the big one. So I get a small reward because I'm warming up. I'm warming up for that day when I actually achieve my main goal that is close. And that day probably you can give yourself a big reward that doesn't have to be related. But you have to give yourself something equal to the effort that you put on it. Big job, you work hard so much, then you give yourself a big reward. I was thinking about to give you some examples about historical figures that applied consistency to get what they wanted, like Da Vinci. But I changed my mind. I'm gonna put examples for the average people like you and me. Let's say that you and me want to achieve A, just as everyone else. Totally achievable. The problem comes when you and me want to achieve A, B, C, and D. You're gonna achieve none of them. You're not gonna be able to keep it up. You're not gonna be able to get 5 strategies. Or if you think that you can make it in one strategy, that's not gonna happen. That's gonna be way more difficult than if you just get one of them. For example, you want to read 20 books in 1 year, you want to get fit, you want to open your online store, you want to learn a new skill, you want to travel, whatever. What happens? The problem comes when you give them the same priority. So 20-25% to each of them. That's not gonna work out. You need a strategy to attack just one. All your energy for the same one. Attack, non-stop. All your energy goes to the same thing. Every single day, every single time that you wake up. It is simple. It is even easier than having so many goals. And for sure you will get it. I'm gonna give you even a better example, even deeper. You have 365 days a year. And you have 5 goals. And every day you aim to a different one. Today I'm gonna be focused on the gym. Today I'm gonna be focused reading books, right? So every day you hit different targets. What happens if every day you hit the same one over and over again? Gym. It's impossible that you're gonna fail. After every day trying to do the same thing over and over again, in your mind, in your head, is the same goal. You just know about it, you learn more about it, you know how to move your hand, you know everything, you know every single thing that you need to do to achieve that goal. Let's say that you're skinny right now and you are just targeting gym. You are gonna have nightmares with gym. Every single thing that you're gonna think during the day is gonna be gym. You think how to do the exercises properly, you know how to eat properly, you learn everything what you need to do in the gym. You're gonna know every single detail. And if you know every single detail about that specific thing that you want, it is impossible. It is impossible that you're gonna be good at it. It is impossible that you're gonna achieve it. 365 days thinking about the same thing over and over again. You're gonna do it. Now, the problem comes because you will think, I'm gonna get burned out. What does that even mean? What does that mean? Try to explain it right now. What do you mean burnout? You said that you wanted it. You're skinny as fuck and now you want to get bigger and you're gonna get burned out, so you don't really want it. The problem is not that you're gonna get burned out. The problem is that you actually don't want it that bad. Change your goal then. You need something that you actually wanted. Now you're gonna tell me that you want to achieve 5 things. How are you gonna achieve 5 things? Have you done it before? Have you actually done it before? Because if you did it, you weren't watching this video, so you haven't. So why are you gonna tell me that you want to achieve 5 if you are not able to achieve just 1? Now, I feel that I need to say this because probably you're gonna get confused. If your goals is literally just go to the gym, read books, meditate, do journaling, and learn a new skill, obviously you can do all of them at the same time. But these are not real goals. These are things that you can do on the side. You don't need to be 100% focused on these things. Unless gym, if you want to be a bodybuilder, meditation, unless you want to teach people. These are secondary goals. Just go for one. You got the point. For example, you want to be a content creator. You know that you have to learn many things. So you need consistency to be able to achieve them. Now will be a point that, okay, I learned how to record myself. I learned how to create a script. I learned how to edit. I learned every single thing that I needed because my niche now is fitness. For example, now you go and you create content for fitness. And now you realize that it is not your thing. It isn't working for you. So now you just give up. What happens? You will think that you had consistency because you achieved what you wanted. But consistency is not, I do this exact thing, and if it didn't work, I just stop it. No, that's not how it works. Consistency means, I was in the fitness industry, it didn't work out for me, I learned everything what I needed to do it. Then, I'm gonna keep consistent, and I'm gonna just change the niche, but I keep learning. This consistency, I keep doing it. I keep learning how to record myself better. I keep learning how to edit. I keep learning how to create better scripts. I keep learning a new niche. That's where you show to yourself that you have consistency. You had problems along the way, you just don't give up, because that means that you're not able to keep your consistency. You f***ed up, you choose the wrong niche for you, so now you have to learn a new one. Many people are able to keep consistency at the beginning, and they think that this is just for a period of time and then I can stop. But the question is, do you actually keep learning, or do you just achieve what you wanted and then you stop? Consistency is simple, and so many people have done it before. So many people are doing it now, but some of them make a big mistake, and you can't do the same mistake. They get what they wanted, they get the job that they wanted, they make their business work, but they stop learning. That consistency is gone. They think, okay, I got what I wanted, I got the degree, I got the job, my business is running, now I don't have to keep learning. That consistency of learning and growing is gone. Even if you keep doing that, are you able to keep the job that you got? Are you able to keep learning more? Are you able to keep doing the job that you have to do during the next years? And I think that it's time for you to stop thinking and looking for videos about consistency. You can learn it by yourself. You have to trick yourself. You have to know how your body and your mind works and create the perfect framework for you. So many times people stop consistency because, for example, they are learning a specific topic and they are not able to find the solution on the internet. They are not able to find anyone who can help them, so they stop. Sometimes you don't need a teacher. There are topics in life, topics that you have to learn, and you want to learn that you can actually learn it by yourself. For example, you bought a camera. Now you start to look on YouTube how to record properly, how to use the configuration, etc. You're gonna give up because you didn't find any guide. So you start to record with your quality. No, in these cases, if you want to keep this consistency of doing everything properly, you have to go and figure out by yourself. Another way to kill your consistency is setting the wrong expectations. Sometimes you have the expectations so high. What happens? That, for example, you thought, okay, I will start my own business, and in 3 months, I'm gonna start to make 10K a month. I got burned out, it didn't work for me, I'm not able to keep myself consistent. You have to be realistic. If you're gonna set the wrong expectations and you think that in 3 months you're gonna be rich, obviously you're not gonna be able to keep it up. Mentally, you're gonna be f***ed up because after 3 months you will see that you have nothing, and now you will think, what's the point to do all this? It didn't work out. It is not gonna work. Be careful with your expectations. Now I just wanted to talk a little bit more about the strategies because I'm pretty sure that so many people don't take this seriously. This is so important. You need to have strategies. You need to write them down and make sure what are the steps that you are doing. Because if you don't know what you are doing, and for example, you are working on your business, or you are working on creating your YouTube videos, and it is not working, or sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Probably you created a video and it worked perfectly, but you're not able to replicate it. Why? Because you don't have a framework. You didn't know what you did. Every time that you do something, you need to have a framework. So when something works, you know what worked. And if something doesn't, you know why, and you know what didn't work. And then you just change it. You have a framework, and you keep that framework forever. And then you just start to modify it. Okay, this part doesn't work, I remove it, I put a new one. Now it works. And this is the thing that is working the most. So I'm gonna do this every time. Keep strategies, keep frameworks, because this is the only one thing that is gonna throw you in the right directions. Now I'm going to tell you the most important part, the key to consistency. Hear me out. To reach consistency, you really need to know what you want to become, not what you want to have. Usually when you have a goal, you do a research on the internet, Google, YouTube, Reddit, and then you start to type on the browser. For example, I want to be an MMA fighter. What possibilities do I have? You will find tons of information. Many people saying the same over and over again. It is impossible, it is so difficult to do it, just a small percentage can do it. Exactly. It is not easy. It is not supposed to be easy. It is going to be difficult. It is supposed to be difficult. You have to be strong and be able to achieve it. But one of the most common reasons is lack of consistency. They didn't do it long enough. They didn't do it properly. They failed. They went out on parties. They were playing video games. They were watching Netflix. They didn't do it properly. They didn't follow their strategy. Many times people just let their dreams die. Do you remember when you were a kid and you wanted to be an adult? Do you still want to be an adult? Probably not. Why? I don't really know. So many people think the same. I love that I'm an adult. I was waiting for this moment because in this moment is where I actually can do whatever I want to. If I want to do something, I can achieve it. So many people had dreams when they were kids. They grew up and then they think, oh, actually everything is so difficult. I can't achieve my dreams. I was a kid. I was stupid. No. You still can achieve many of the dreams that you had when you were a kid. I mean, if it is actually realistic and we're not talking about having a Drake in your backyard or something like that. As you know, when you have a dream, you will find competitors many times. And there is someone out there working 10 times harder than you, and that person is going to achieve your dreams. At some point, you will achieve consistency. And for example, you will be doing the same thing for 3 months, everything is working out, and you will think, how do I feel? And you will feel nothing. You're not gonna feel amazing. You are probably gonna feel like shit because, okay, I have been doing this for 3 months, I don't really feel anything. It is not worth it. Nah, doesn't matter. Then just stop it. 3 months after you quit, you will think, I actually was doing a pretty good job. I had to keep doing it. You can't fool yourself. It is so easy to give up because you will think that you are not achieving anything. With consistency, when you feel that you are doing it, you feel nothing. But you have to keep in your brain, you have to keep in your head that it actually feels good because you are doing what you said that you were gonna do and you will get the results. If you found this video helpful, give a like and subscribe to the channel. And like always, I'll see you in the next one.